Well, for our teaching tonight, okay, we're going to, I've been getting so many emails, from brothers and sisters who have been transitioning, brothers and sisters who have been listening to Black Liberation Radio every day, brothers and sisters, and I'm not exaggerating. Every day I get a phone call, okay, or an email. It's on my voicemail. I get email, okay, or messages, especially in my Facebook inboxed in my Facebook account, saying with questions, man, Brother Ray, we've been listening to you. Thank you for opening our eyes. I never thought about it like this before. Why isn't this being taught in our churches? I get that all the time. And one of the areas that I get a lot of questions in, okay, are from doctrines or teachings that are really based in what's called the Pauline epistles. Okay, so what I thought I would do tonight for our class is, and again, this is really geared for most of the brothers and sisters out there who have a Christian background, and who got a lot of unanswered questions in their indoctrination, in their faith, okay? Many of you who know the truth of Paul, okay, about the Paul of the Bible, you might not find much interest in tonight's class. Okay, you've already liberated. You moved on. You've been set free from this. But I trust that you will listen anyway and also take notes, okay? Because even though you know better, that doesn't mean that there are not going to be people who come to you who don't know better. All right? And the whole purpose of learning, man, is so that we can reach back and help those who don't know. Don't ever think that, oh, I know that, I don't need to listen to that. No, it's not a matter of you know that, you don't need to listen to that. You need to equip yourself, brothers and sisters, with how to rescue our brothers and sisters, okay, who are still where you were. And I say that very seriously because there are so many of us, okay, so many of our people, man, who have moved on because they've learned better. But you have not learned how to compassionately or how to effectively reach back and bring your brother or your sister along, okay, who is right now where you used to be. So what good is your learning if you don't know how to effectively help others to see what you now see? So please do not, develop an attitude of, oh, okay, I know all this. And it's not about how much you know. It's about how much you can use what you know to help someone else learn what you know. That's what this is about. Most of us have moved on and have acquired information, but we have not developed the wisdom and how to share that information without people feeling as though we are attacking them. Always remember, brothers and sisters, you cannot reach people by attacking their paradigm. If a person has a realm of awareness, okay, and your realm of awareness may be larger than their realm of awareness, you can't reach that person by making them feel that they're ignorant and stupid. Okay, that's offensive, man. And no matter how much you know, please hear me, no matter how much you know, it does not matter how much you know if people don't want to hear what you have to say. Don't ever forget that. Okay? If people do not want to hear what you have to say, you might as well be ignorant, because your words will be meaningless. All of the stuff that's in your head will be meaningless if you don't know how to communicate compassionately and effectively with those who do not know what you know. Okay? So, in tonight's class, and I'm going to take my time and go through this. Again, this is really in response to the many questions that I have received, the many messages that have been inboxed to me on Facebook, that they didn't want to post it on my wall. They wrote to me, as a message in my inbox because it was a personal thing. And they have these questions about things that we've learned. So I'm going to begin by addressing some issues. Again, I hope you have a Bible handy and a pad and pen to write with. Okay, so that you can take notes. All right? It's very important tonight. Again, what I'm going to teach on tonight, brothers and sisters, is entitled Paul and Paulinianism. Okay, now maybe Paulinianism is not a word, but what I mean by Paulinianism is the philosophy or the belief system that stems pretty much from the teachings of the so-called guy in the Bible called Paul. All right, and it's so important for us to understand that a lot of people who refer to themselves as Christians are not really, in fact, Christians because they don't follow the teachings of Christ as recorded in the Bible. They follow the teachings of Paul more so than the teachings of the Jesus of the Bible. Okay, and let me say this right up front now, too. I'm talking to brothers and sisters tonight. Mainly, my focus is to those brothers and sisters who are in the Bible, who are they're transitioning. Their brain is starting to work. They're starting to think. They're starting to question a lot of things, but they're still Bible bound. Okay, so for those of you who already know what we have already taught, such as about the Nicene Council, Nicene 325 AD, that Jesus was created in 325 AD at the Nicene Council. Those of you who already know that, just bear with me tonight as I say things like what Jesus taught, okay? Because I'm speaking on the level of my listener tonight. And again, the listener tonight is pretty much those who have a lot of questions. They're Christians and they got a lot of questions. So please understand, I'm speaking to them on their level tonight. Okay, so I don't want you to think, well, Brother Ray is contradicting himself. He knows that doesn't exist. He knows that's not real. He knows that person never existed. I'm not talking on that level right now. I'm talking to the level of the student, okay, who is a Paulinian. Okay, I'm talking to that individual. I'm talking to the persons who are Bible bound. And those of you who have been set free from that, again, I repeat, you need to learn how to reach those who are still there. So I trust that this teaching tonight will be truly beneficial and a blessing for everyone. For those of you who already know, that it will better equip you to how to reach those who don't know what you know. And for those who don't know, I trust that a lot of questions will be answered. I pray that a lot of eyes will be opened tonight, okay, as I share with you some information right from the biblical text that I hope will make you do some thinking, okay? One of the things we need to understand, brothers and sisters, about the apostle to the Gentiles, and notice how I'm identifying the Paul of the Bible. I'm identifying him as the apostle to the Gentiles, okay? And I might add the self-proclaimed apostle to the Gentiles because no one really commissioned Paul. I mean, he didn't receive orders or commission from any council or any body of people or any religious order or anything like that to go and carry his message to the Gentiles. He didn't receive that. Okay, but rather, according to his own claims, okay, he is the self-proclaimed apostle to the Gentiles. And when I say Gentiles now, I mean Gentiles in the real sense of the use of the word as recorded in the Bible. Most people think that there are only two classes of people on the planet. Okay, you're either a Jew or a Gentile. That's what most people think. All right, but the truth of the matter is that is not true. Okay, and you can easily turn to the book of Genesis, the first book of the Bible. Okay, the 10th chapter of Genesis, to see exactly what I'm talking about. And I trust that you will do that. If you do not have a Bible, not a problem. Okay, and again, this is for those of you who are there. You live between the pages of Genesis and Revelation. That's where you